out of the way. I hope too. Thanks, buddy. You really saved the day there. I just kind of looked at him, and it works. Mega Man stare of death.
Let me check the tabloids. Juicy gossip. I didn't know Kim Kardashian did that. Yep, you're very similar to Kim Kardashian. You look a lot like this Kim Kardashian fella who's on Bowser's wanted poster. Now, kid, what's your name?
Luigi.
Huh, well, Luigi, I mean, you do kind of look like that guy.
Welcome to Fontaine-uary with Hidijix. I am your host, Hidijix, who is not using any Fontaine characters, speaking in SpongeBob narrative voice for some reason. I don't know why I was feeling very SpongeBob tonight, but that's just the vibe we are tonight. How's it going, everyone? Hidijix here. Hope you are having a good Sunday. Super Bowl Sunday. Happy time zone, everyone. What team do we want to use today? I should bring some Fontaine folks. Let's see. I could do them. Bring Chloron. No, I don't have Chloron.
Let's get out and find some inspiration.
Fury and I don't know. Who's the camera lady? Charlotte?
What's the news?
Yeah, just go all Geo. Because why not? This is a mostly Fontaine team. Because I do have a surprising amount of the Fontaine cast. Like, I've got Lynette, Nublet, Navia, Kiori, Arlie, Emily. Got a little bit of everyone. But yeah, let's change things up a little bit with this team. Sure, it's not the quickest for running around. But let's see what's up. But yeah, this scene, we're probably gonna be getting a lot of Navia this stream, so I might as well use her. The Spina di Rosula's stronghold, which is over there for some reason. I didn't even know there was one here. But we are continuing the Archon quest. We are in Chapter 4, Act 2, and hopefully after this we'll be able to actually start these dang reputation quests I have not done. Like, state transition. Guess the time has changed. Okay, well, let me do my audio test real quick, make sure everything's good, and we'll just jump right into it. Okay. Okay, I'm just getting messages from something. Okay. Let me respond to that later, but let me do an audio test. Checking. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. I'm heading right here. I don't use Charlotte, like, at all. Sure, like, she has 0 constellations, which is why I don't use her at all. Jeez, why is she so bouncy? This is weird. I don't know, it's a little distracting. But anyway.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Huh, very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
It's our boy! It's the best character. Our favorite goggly voice. I'm back, baby.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Malus. I was calling him Melis in my head. Where'd you two come from? I've never been down here. Is this where the whatchamacallit, the underground area is? So maybe I have been down here, and I just forgot. The Fleuve Cendre. Which is like, you know, the dark underbelly, where the lower class, unfortunately, live. But I have been here before at least once for something. I didn't know they lived down in the sewers, though. Unless this is like some sort of a shortcut. Lizard! Kitty! Hi, kitty. Hi there. My kitty had a little bit of an incident today. I was just chilling, relaxing, right? And I hear like a crash. I guess my cat was trying to like grab one of those like window things, and she like fell onto my pillow. She was very upset and didn't want to come out for a little bit. There they are.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon
Ooh,
imagined.
the echo.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
All right.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact,
Oh, you're
our funds often come
grassroots.
from citizenry who support us.
Dude, I would rather just sit outside.
But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
Okay.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No, I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever.
She keeps
And
throwing the word
as
partners at us.
This is something
As
I hope they
partners.
can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful.
Oh, the
And
music.
just 3 years ago, he was
Let me
accused of murdering
lower
his
the
own
music
friend,
a little bit
but he chose a duel
to like
to defend
here,
his
so
honor
to like
instead of
here.
standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later...
Oh, it's only been 3 years. I thought this was like a 10 years kind of thing.
How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
So it's been 3+ years then.
Get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated
Yeah,
in,
we probably won't
but
deal about
I
that at
haven't found
all.
a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Oh,
And now,
of course.
here I
Of course
am
that's how it
dying
happens.
instead.
Of course you wouldn't have a mom
You're a
either.
handful, aren't you, Papa?
Demoiselle, please. If there is anything
Yeah, no one can have parents in this game.
Also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone.
I love this man.
One whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet...
The third is the person who developed the easy bake oven.
The unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased
Dang, my tea is
greatly due to
warm.
that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait,
Dang, I didn't know. I was thinking this entire time this team was like a huge organization, not like a handful of people together.
Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... Never mind.
Hmm.
If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the
Wait,
truth.
what? Why are we adding this onto our list of things to do?
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh, her? Well, then...
Yeah, which is why you two are obviously not super happy with each other.
You can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel.
Oh yeah,
If
that's
her
her.
opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena,
He's like, okay, I guess I'll slay
there
you.
was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with
Well, why do we even care about her then? Why don't we just ignore her then?
Feel?
Like, why is she a part of this story?
Afterward,
Like, we don't have to talk to her. Like, every time Navia sees her, she could be like, no, I'm just gonna not talk to you and just go the other way. Like, we don't have to engage with her. We could just ignore her. You know, like most actual people.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted
Oh,
to
because
share
she has
with
to
you.
take care of her.
Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
No, you're definitely complaining.
Thanks. You should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah, we just got here. It's only been 16 minutes. We can go to bed now.
Sleep.
Daisy? I heard her yap somewhere. Rest. At least we got protection.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe, huh? Navia?
Doggo! Oh!
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and with
Doggo!
headquarters, there's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back.
So you can hang out with us.
But never mind that. When did you get back?
No, I just returned.
Where's
after
the
going out
doggo?
For a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could
Doggo!
I have such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
That mean we're too late though?
No. There
You could
is
still find
one
him
ray of
somewhere.
hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten.
Whoa, whoa.
How much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanid you met
That dog is still just
women who went missing
hanging
recently,
out.
we should be able to find some
Oceanid.
related information
Not
there.
Oceanid?
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
It's not that easy, isn't it?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Yeah, we can just walk up there. No. Where'd the doggo go? Doggo! Good doggo. How'd the dog even get down here? Yeah, if this place is done by ladders, how did the dogs even end up here? Well, let's go chat with Mr. Neuvillette.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
He's not just gonna be hanging out here, though, right? He's probably doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Why do I just know where to go?
Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters. Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nervalet's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't know who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep, yep. Anyone can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you
Oh, well,
towards
yeah,
the
sorry. I guess we're going. Game's over, y'all.
busy, so please leave if
Because
you
that's
have
literally all I do,
No,
just crack
no.
jokes.
What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago?
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you.
Yeah,
go.
okay, sure, whatever.
Justice is just inside.
Ah, thanks so much.
Wait, she sounds like... She sounded familiar. She sounded like a certain scientist from my youth. It can't have just been me, right? Anyway,
New here, don't run off on your own, or you might not be allowed to leave.
let's keep going. Knock knock.
Please come in.
Okay. Yeah, just hanging out here, huh? Ah, it's you two.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get.
Paimon, don't say that we lied.
Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
Ah, I see.
Ooh.
In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Nice tea.
That Nervalet would be so easy to talk to.
Two hours later.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
In your memory?
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Ahem.
Halt!
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus.
Oh, you don't need to bring up
We
Bring up
deeply
this
regret his
trauma.
passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things.
I'm sorry,
because you felt like
I
you
have
should.
trouble speaking to people socially.
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death,
Oh, she's
then
tearing.
why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
This is 3 years
Why
ago.
didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away. Why did you just let him die? Despised and hated by all. Everything was hanging on.
I didn't know we brought all this here. I thought all of this was in like the backstory. I didn't know this was directly in the story.
There are still so many things I
I guess I guess they did
So
kind of,
many questions. He
and by
scours
them
the
I mean
answers
like the
too.
Genshin community.
If
They
you
did kind of
really
hide this.
have no heart, then
I did
just
know she
look
cried a
in
lot
the
though.
eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Yes, sorry, I don't know how to respond to
I'm
this.
sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay. So, yeah.
Navia, are you...
I'm fine. Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Almost as if there's some sort of dragon that causes it to rain.
Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait.
People can be turned into water, right?
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain?
Maybe.
And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier? All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Okay.
Wanna go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Huh? Oh. Oh, we should go right now.
Great. Let's go then.
Why would you give us a choice? Probably because, like, hey, this is gonna be some important story stuff popping up.
Finally, the rain has stopped.
Was that Navia saying that, or was that the story? I don't know. It's a good thing I got Navi out for this. I'm gonna end up on the ground now.
What a huge ship!
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps
Oh, this was never
its
like shipwrecked or
exterior design
anything.
is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies
It looks like it could fall apart.
opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself,
It's just we're the ones stuck down there.
Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base.
Nice tea.
Our home.
Oh, and I'm popped up here again. Ooh. I haven't done much down here at all, so. Ooh. How do you get in here? You can just walk into it? I've never actually been in this ship, so first time for everything. It's our boy!
most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About
It's
that.
done.
It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Malus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's.
Hmm.
Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Impossible
murders.
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain
Synth,
popularity
like the music
At a glance,
genre.
it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used
Did
to
they?
produce some
Because
kind
I
of
wasn't paying
potion?
attention.
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia.
Dang, what's with all these drugs in this
or lacking
game?
energy to do anything. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Oh.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work. That night,
Dang, you
my
know
father
a lot of
hosted a
this,
banquet
like
at
by
his
heart.
countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. The pieces of clothing left at the scene. Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now.
I do it all.
We all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired. You're right. We still don't know what happened.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as you're and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed
Poisson,
There's no need
which is
to follow
just
your
named
father's
fish.
path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that. Ever.
Dang,
Not
this quest
since that
really
day,
starts
and certainly
swinging.
not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also...
You're the
So
best,
you
my
do
dear.
know something else, Maloose.
Huh?
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
Oh.
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness.
Oh, it's always the
Doctors
terminal
told him
disease.
he had no more than 5 years left to live, and the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some
I could
members of
listen to this man all day.
about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off
As we've seen, Boss's tactics worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard.
Oh, I know a few who
Especially
would.
someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful were still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
I disagree, but okay.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if
I feel like I'm not just like a fly in this room. I feel like I'm not exactly adding anything to this.
That's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Maloose, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
Nope,
It's
we're
the
gonna learn.
location where Synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war.
Jeez, this is...
The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
That's fine. We're used to going in jail.
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. Things are different now.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Maloose.
I am the butler.
I am the best character in this whole goddamn game.
I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake.
Thank you for all of that, Maloose.
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled,
That's a lot of
however,
thinking.
then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
Oh, jeez.
The first is Florent, Spina de Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. The Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business.
Oh, they got the money.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along.
Well, might be.
Among those I trust the most.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry.
Shouldn't we be talking about this in like a quieter location?
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget,
What if it's you?
Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Aw, thank you so much, Melus.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together to uncover the truth.
Oh dang, this is a whole other quest thing, huh? Well, I guess we're visiting right now. Oh, they're just hanging out here, or is this another thing?
It is settled then.
Dang, that was
Thank
fast.
you for arranging everything for us, Melus.
That was fast. This guy works on the clock, off the clock.
Do you need anything from me?
She's so mad. Adele, the singer?
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
Well,
I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me?
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should.
how does she remember everything so vividly? She's a
Before he left
child.
that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two. I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callus had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man.
Well, things aren't always as they seem.
Yeah, Papa was a really good man.
Then you should hold on to that, regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you. Even
Thank
though
you.
your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Okay. All right, now we.
okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Laurent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city.
Hey, hey, hey.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House?
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air.
Oh, sorry, press the
We
button.
let him go without thinking much of it. My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person.
Might want to
Well, the
remember that.
clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
At least from our perspective, the gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today, no matter what others might say. He'll always be the man I respect the most, and he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Okay, interesting testimony. Okay, now we gotta pop back up to here. How many at time? How much time have we got? I think I got another 13 minutes. Oh, he's hanging out right here. Hey, Bucko.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've caught news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the...
Why does this guy sound super
The way
chill?
you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work.
What's up with
is
this
really
guy's voice?
Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat.
Ah, yes. These two are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related.
Ah, I get it.
This guy is so chill, so relaxed.
Water, right? If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
We tried that already.
Appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's
I'm just
case.
asking.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage.
Maybe if it was like Jones Barbecue and foot massage, but no. Shoulder massage.
The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units.
Privates?
Certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Huh?
Oh, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like
He
to
did
wish
say
you all
he
the
got
best
money,
with your
though.
investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so...
Interesting. My soul. Where would he be? Man, I freaking love the Fontaine music. It's just got that whimsy, that magicalness that reminds me of France. Dang, this is an empty street. You'd think there'd be more people here. Marcel? Oh, you're not Marcel. You're Calcagni.
I'm here to see Marcel. Sure, I will let...
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House.
Is he his actual brother or like brother in like
Yes, I've
the
never
name?
seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went
Really?
with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can
Wait,
already
was he
imagine
actually
everyone
there?
in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away.
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Aranius by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit.
Actually, you're giving Paimon too much credit.
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
New thoughts? Why would he have a new thought?
Sorry, the Fontaine-uary was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more. See if...
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
Okay. Let's stand over... where? Somewhere. Oh, I guess I'm here now.
Talk to all three suspects. Purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough.
But where should we start?
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father.
So, he fired the first shot?
Possibly.
Oh? And why is that?
Could he guarantee his safety?
Ooh, that's a good point.
I guess that's what I'm thinking.
Just being used as a tool for murder.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the order and seek protection from my father.
Possibly.
Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory.
Okay, never mind.
Besides, Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Wouldn't Marcel, if he has that much money?
Uncle Marcel?
He has the money, right?
My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Fontaine-uary,
Theoretically, they could.
A large number of Gardamex. Still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of Mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Okay. Tieri then?
Tieri, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use, but I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think
It could be none of these guys.
kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
I guess this is the only one I have left.
It is true that he was closest to my father, but as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security. So he shouldn't have much means when it comes to...
You're saying he should be poor?
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even
What if it was all three of them
I
together?
think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly. Who could it be?
Choose the mostly into the crime. Oh, there's someone we don't have yet. I still think it's Marcel personally, but that's just me.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Malus Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others'
'Cause he's the
trustworthiness has
best.
been fair and well considered. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how
Just
things
a
all
just a
led
hunch.
to Uncle Marcel.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes, Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Navia, here you are.
Oh, hey.
I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial
Oh.
is a Tui harbinger called Tartaglia.
What? Is that someone you know?
Sadly.
Yeah, we know him.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
Yeah, he gave us our vision.
What I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right.
Yeah. And it'll be a lot harder than to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand.
Oh, we're splitting up?
Split up?
Why are we splitting up?
What do you mean?
I'm confident in my combat abilities.
Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, you're right. This is our best opportunity. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though.
Okay, we got an ad soon, so we kind of got to mash through and get to a stopping point. No, can you give me like another second to...
Malus, Silver.
We heard that it's our hope.
Okay. Alright, we got an ad. Oh, are we just getting warped right there?
Now that Navia has set out for Irenaeus, we should also get going.
And all return to the waters.
Location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
Right there? Okay, well, I got a BRB, and I also got to eat something. So I'm going to take a snack, take a dinner break, and then we'll BRB. The quake dance can shift the earth. Okay, call me something. I can understand the other half genies, but I don't understand how harmony equals earthquake. Like, I mean, with like all the metal and bolts, I feel like she'd be more like a steel power. Like, maybe it's using like a drill, a metal crasher to do it, but nothing in her design screams ground to me. Maybe it's just me. Let me know what you think. Oh, there's a bug here. Hold on. Hold on. Everyone stop. Hold on. Everyone stop. Everyone, hold up. There's a little grasshopper. Link is surrounded by monsters. Okay, now I can fight now. All right, we can fight now. And people think Link's a bad guy or good guy. Light him up. Say hello to my little friend. Oh, little friend, can you come up again? And then there's me being like, it's like, I'm gonna save the world.
Eggman said
You
something
see
about
this? I'm gonna use
Phantom
it to save the world. You see it? I guess you can have it, Tails. Me in my shine armor.
He said the Phantom Ruby prototypes only
You know, I
react
wish I
to the
could
person
see
who
through this
activated it.
tiny eye
That must be
socket.
you, buddy. Your courage and
Yeah.
heroism are probably what triggered it.
Yeah, it's totally that.
If you use this, it can make that sun
Really?
disappear.
You think so? Okay. Alright, I'll do this for the world. What's up with this one? This one doesn't look right. Someone should probably get this one checked. You might have some issues there. I love how despite like literally being sent to the world of the chickens, Billy's just like, I'm fine with this. This is totally fine. He's just totally chill. Highest I've ever gotten is 8. Okay. I think I would rate Billy Hatcher in my top 10 goodest boys in gaming category. I think he'd be a solid 8 or solid 9. I think that's fair. Even if he's bad at ranking, I'd still give him a solid 9 or 8 because he just keeps on going. He's having a good old day. Anyway, Link, drink some water and hydrate. Okay, sure. I guess you can do that too. Just waste water, why don't you? Can you grab some of this water? Oh, you can. I got some water. But Link doesn't hydrate. He just like, I can collect water, but Link doesn't know how to drink water. No. He can only drink like weird potions he gets from goo monsters or bee larvae. That's all that Link knows how to drink. Not the smartest tool in the shed, but okay, dude. You're the hero, not me. Tornado! I love Tornado. Like, nope, I don't care. Nah, I'll Tornado. That's just what you do. I own this building. Wow, look at how confident this man is. He's just like, I own this building. So I'm not sure about this, but I heard somebody saw a monster and the roads in the city are closed. So but I own this building and I'm very proud of it. So don't you dare try and open it up, you blue boy. Okay, sure. Geez, capitalism much. Do you still own this building? I own this building! Well, I'm not sure about it, but I heard a rumor the casino has a new pinball machine called Nights into Dreams. I want to play too. But yeah, you can't hit the giant dinosaur, but man, it's metal as heck. You gotta be careful right here, because I think it starts shooting fire right on now, right? Yeah. You just gotta sit with your egg right here. Otherwise, you're gonna get triangle. Just make sure you're perpendicular to this egg at all times. Otherwise, you're gonna get flamed up. Actually, these guys aren't really good at throwing things at you. Okay, but maybe they are. Dang, everyone's calling us skinny. Mario's working out. Oh. Oh, what? Wow. Mario just like looks at it like real up close. Okay, I am back with some rice, some nice rice, some Indian food, and we are going to go here.
Huh. According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Well, since I'm not using Navia's doing other stuff, why don't I use Charlotte for a bit? Or have I used... It's weird that you can't switch underwater, but you can switch like on the top of the water, but you can under the water. Like, we haven't used Kiori on stream that much. Like, I've used her quite a bit off stream for stuff. And she's pretty fun to use. Ooh. Is this always here?
Finally!
We can talk underwater?
So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary at all. Ah, you're right. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Alright, let's go in. Meanwhile, at the Opera Epiclix.
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearance?
No, bro! I don't know what this is.
Honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system,
or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clement, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey! Don't you understand? You are currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man.
Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances.
They let her get away with everything, huh?
If my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default. Correct?
Oh.
But I just want to fight her.
Was charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is...
Oh, we get to decide? Is it Marcel?
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation.
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
Hopefully I made the right decision, and this isn't like a false thing, because I don't know.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly.
It's like, I'm an old man.
Figured out what's going on. I think an attorney...
Very well.
She's like, okay.
Both sides have now arrived.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case.
This is a lot to do in just like 2 days.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember, both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case.
Also welcome in, Chelsea.
Recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Oh, so we have to do this without me?
On the day of the
Okay.
murder, Spina di Rosula
This is
hosted a large
interesting.
banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières.
So, like, Navia's the one doing all this, and she's inspired by my sleuthing skills.
When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary
That's what he looks like, with a small bowl cut.
lay dead from a gunshot.
Oh no, that's Jacques.
The guards' investigation did not recover
That's
any other
him.
firearms from the scene. As a
Yeah,
result,
we're at this
they
part.
concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend
Does he have an
himself
eye
in court.
patch?
Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in... These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first. And was
Supposedly.
shot by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the...
Okay. Now that we know that water can cause it. Put this with this? Okay, what about this with this one? Well, we just talked about how things in water. Why isn't that work then? How about this one with water? Okay.
pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by...
Obviously, I am not good at Phoenix Wright at all, so...
It is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder.
Okay, with that implies... maybe this with this? Oh yeah, the unknown person was this one.
First shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
Callus on the will to kill. But maybe this one did.
The victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts.
Oh, I can move this around while she's chatting.
Set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he
That's silly.
and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
And that's what we got.
Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder.
Doop, 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 doop.
So that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
Why not?
Great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime.
Oh wait, I am.
You should
Oh,
provide a report
sorry.
if you wish to prove your innocence.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
I'm afraid not.
Jeez.
Evidence, you should just go home.
This is literally just like a Twitch chat with people just dunking on us.
If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearance...
They have to look so far up because Nubla and Farina are so far up.
missing persons from around that time.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's
She does
acting
seem a little
differently
odd.
today?
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alternatively, she's become
I love this man.
after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
This man has the best voice in all of Genshin history right here.
Its second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed...
Why does Clairon get to hang out all the time here? Like, what? She doesn't need to be here, right? Unless she's like their personal bodyguard.
Had testified that a person had been dissolved. He could have at least mounted a defense.
I don't think he could.
And the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle
Thought the world was going to rob me.
Target of the serial disappearances case.
What? If the secret had gotten out...
Wait, what matters? What Wonder Maids? What? Oh, but the targeting. And Farina didn't know that.
One in danger. All of us would have
Interesting.
lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right.
Yeah, he's just the best guy.
What good would that do?
Why can't we play a game as him?
Protect anyone.
I want to hear his goggly voice.
My father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, but by staying silent, we retain the ability to...
Hey, I never realized how Navia focused this Archon quest was.
...become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time...
Hopefully her voice actress gets a break.
I have figured out the truth and stepped
Like, she does a great job, but hopefully she could get some water or tea.
House cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clairon.
Who's right next to you.
I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clairon, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
It's a good thing she's right next to you.
During the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I fought many battles.
Because I'm just so strong and so cool.
In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your
Oh, okay.
I have no more questions.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
I love these random cuts to just random audience members with different adjectives. They're like, huh? What's going on?
Two cases are connected via a matter of...
It's kind of like Twitch, but also like wrestling in a sense.
The culprit intended to kill Bullsjot.
I feel like if this kind of thing happened in real life, it would be chaos. People would just be screaming all the time. Like, you could not get people this quiet for an extended amount of time.
The victim in front of everyone. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia.
No need to appeal to pathos.
We're talking about that pathos, ethos, and the third one I don't remember. Logos? Yeah, Logos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one.
I know that. I took philosophy and AP language.
At both events? On top of that,
that's one of the few things I understand in this game.
Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations. until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson.
That sounds like someone trying to copy my sign-off, which is, next time, trust your Uncle Lenny. Do I need to add, let Uncle Marcel teach you a lesson also to my sign-off? that would make my sign-up even longer. Let Uncle Marcel teach you a lesson, and next time, trust your Uncle Lenny. That's like 2 uncles I gotta remember to add to my sign-off.
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyway.
Of course.
Timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition,
actually, I have heard many cases of kidnapping young women to be extremely profitable. It is a very bad thing, but there is quite a problem of it happening in my country and in other countries.
Began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, Demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No.
What am I doing during this? Am I going through this dungeon while this whole thing is going on?
You'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time.
Like, you're from Snezhnaya?
Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
For an old man, you've got a lot of adjectives in your vocabulary.
Got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more...
Okay, well, this has nothing to do with it. Now you're just attacking her. This theoretically has nothing to do with court, and by doing this, you are acting on your own emotions. Shouldn't you be trying to be like your own brother?
This isn't just about me.
If he even is your brother. I don't know if they're actually related or if it's just like an honorific thing.
Between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who
Navi is really like carrying this entire chapter.
Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache?
What was that? You reacted to that name.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
That's not what I would say.
I was waiting for you to say that.
You were? Anyway, okay, now we're switching back to us. Okay, we're here. The music is freaking good. This is a very, like, Zelda-esque song. This is good. So, what is that? I don't recognize this thing. What is this? Oh, this is a party switcher thing. Am I gonna need Hydro for this? Well, let's take care of these guys first with some Geo power. I don't have enough Geo power on me. Okay, please tell me I don't need Hydro for this. Oh, elevator. Level 102. Yeah, so... Oh, I can lower the difficulty. Yeah, so in the latest update, they added the ability to increase your world level even higher. And it makes the regular enemies tougher, but hey, no, I wasn't done. Hey, stop it. What the heck, man? What the heck? I'm trying to explain something. But what it does is it increases the levels, but it also gives you more drops from bosses. Sadly, it doesn't really increase the drops from regular enemies, so I don't really get why they had to increase the regular enemies, but that's why they're level 102. It's not too bad, aside from when you're trying to train up lower level people, but you can always switch it back to the regular world level if you need to. Anyhow. Jeez, what was up with that elevator? Oh. Oh, I have a way. It's called Jean-Lee and Kiori. Okay. And maybe if I had Kazuha, I could get up there, but not right now. But I don't know. There's probably a way I could do that. But let's see what the game wants me to do. Hi, tomatoes. Bye, tomatoes. Let's go, tomato. Okay. Thankfully, someone left all these here. Man, it's been like an hour and a half, and this is like our first gameplay. Everything else has just been selecting answers. But yeah, this is, for a factory, this is pretty high end. But yeah, this dungeon just feels like Zelda. I don't remember any of this from Fontaine. Really? I am curious, because there are different options we could have picked for like the person we wanted to accuse. So I'm really curious. You don't need to tell me now. I'm really curious if you choose someone else, if that affects something else. Oh, you know, I probably could have dolphin jumped my way out. Nah, I don't have time to dolphin jump. I'll do it next time. Who did I accuse? I accused Marcel. He was the one who was in that scene right there. But yeah, I don't know if like they create like a different argument if you choose someone else. But I don't know. But I don't know. You don't need to tell me now. Oh, you're here too. You know, it feels bad to use Navia considering she's technically not here for all intents and purposes. Like, I didn't intend it. I thought she would be with us, you know, the whole step away and we wouldn't go Scooby-Doo and split up, you know? But I guess that's what we're doing. Okay, what am I doing now? Might as well take pictures of everything that's here since we're probably never gonna come here ever again. Charlotte could probably use it for some news update. Alright, can I dolphin jump out of this? Whee! Just hit her head into the ceiling. Someone should draw a picture of that. Just dolphin jumping into just dang iron sound, just hitting her head. I wish I knew some talented artists who could do something like that. Anyway, I like the gears. I've always been a fan of steampunk aesthetics. I always thought it was pretty cool. So that's another reason why Fontaine's just super big for me personally. More robots? He sounds like it. Ooh, they're gonna come together. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, why are there statues of people in a drug factory? Very suspicious.
Solidify. Let's go, Tomato. I will have order.
Wait, no, don't do this. This is not the... I didn't know I had the camera equipped. Alright, I guess that's what we're doing. Oh dang, that did a lot for Navia.
This is order.
Oh, you're here. They're still robo-dogs.
Stabilize.
And there we are. Fall off! He did fall off. He just got a Star Wars. Okay, where are we going now? That was close for Navia, goodness. This is a cool dungeon. Oh, that looks like a big open area. Doesn't look like the cleanest cartel around. So you're saying these masterminds have to go through this entire dungeon just to get here? Alrighty. Let's see. Miscellaneous objects. Oh! Is this like the items of the disappeared women? I remember this part for sure. Oh, okay. Might be proof that this was our final stop. Okay, what else is around here? Potion.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research.
Looks like the guy's lab from Meet the Robinsons.
Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's
Oh, that's me! That's my name. That's like real life Hilly's actual name. Jacob with a K. Funny enough, we met another Jacob in another like side. I met another Jacob in an unrelated side quest involving the Melusines earlier. So very, very funny. Not the government assigned name drop. It is my name.
The experiment was a failure. No individual managed.
It's my name is so rare. Like the chances of finding my name is like, whoa. This like never happens because my name is easily misspelled. 24 women were dissolved. Whoa, 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 hold on, Paimon. Chill.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before.
I mean, technically, in this timeline, you have read something scarier before in Notlan, but technically you have, but also you haven't, so, well, never mind.
How can someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone?
Oh, trust me, it happens all the time.
Paimon's too scared to keep going.
To save his lover, a woman called Vinny. Oh, we know that.
That's why you did all of these experiments. Like,
Is that the Vashir?
he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane.
That sounds like Infinity Train.
Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain?
Yeah.
Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
He is a person. So he's the one.
Vache is the one who did all of these.
So yeah, this is literally just Infinity Train. This is literally just the first chapter of Infinity Train.
He was no victim, but personally took his lover, and no, that's not it either.
Wait, but she was the one turned into water.
People to resurface from the water. In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
16. Okay, Jacob, we know that Jacob. What's over here? Ooh, what are these moving icicle things? Also, I just realized I'm in looming mode. Oh, right. We can do this, huh? Pool.
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water. That means this is where they make all the synth. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
This incriminating evidence! Bookshelf.
Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him. Yep, it's about finding
Oh, it's a good thing they just wrote it down. They could have just not written this down. Assuming that no one just wrote it just for funsies and a joke.
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace.
The old dog.
He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the hierarchs.
It's a good thing we just found all this right here in this pile of books. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm missing something. Aha! Bottles.
Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea. Mixing in progress. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth?
Paimon, don't get ideas.
Super obvious.
That should be everything, right?
We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on.
Maybe Vacher's a code name.
Reveals his true identity. No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit. Sure thing.
We just need a little bit of perspective. Oh, can we look at it again? Back on the chest. After some time.
Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
I found it! For some reason.
What Paimon see? Vinier. Isn't
Yeah?
that his lover's name? Then you found her diary. Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story.
She made a list of baby names. And this one's circled.
So many.
Wait,
A whole
is this her kid? Hold on.
The final name she decided
Is that the one?
Marcel.
Haha!
Marcel's pretty old.
Let's go.
And whose image do you see, Marcel?
My
Is
parents.
it a man named Vacher?
Huh.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia, we're back.
As expected of my partner. I just knew.
Oh, sorry. I keep pressing that by accident.
Do you intend to flout the rules?
Poor guy's like, I just want to do my job, man.
Right, Monsieur Nervalette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial
This
evidence.
puzzle has contradictions. You say you've never heard of Vacher. However, look at this diary.
But the truth of it
Oh, she's speaking.
Is that you've always been Vache.
After your lover, Vignier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
Oh, that's a list of regular names.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong?
Or should I say, Vacher?
You fixated your gaze on the lover that
This is literally just Infinity Train. They literally just copied Infinity Train, which, if you haven't seen, you 1,000,000% should watch and give money to. But even though I am pretty much spoiling Infinity Train, it's worth watching.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Infinity Train is a really good animated show that was on Cartoon Network and was unfairly canceled because of lack of money and COVID and stuff. But it's an amazing show.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of
Also, there's some podcasters who worked on it too.
Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice.
Your so-called justice.
Love it, drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people.
You know, he does have a point.
Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will.
You know, I can tell her where she is. She's in the fountain.
But I'm not from this blasted place.
Oh, right.
No matter what.
Right. Because you're from Shneznaya.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that. And in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life.
Dang, this guy was ready for this speech.
Stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him. Don't touch
I shouldn't be laughing at this, but
him near me. I still need to save Vignier. I promise, Vignier.
you have the water. You could just use them to delete the people in front of you.
Please, Vignier. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear.
Yeah, he could just, assuming they are from Fontaine, he could just be like, pocket water attack, and then just drown more people. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy.
I was in a bad mood.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
And he reads it super fast.
The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vache, and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignier. During an underwater expedition, Vignier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea, and was dissolved in front of Vache as a result. Vache learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others, and and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life. To cover his tracks,
It took 30
he invented
years.
a new alias of
More than that.
Marcel, and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murderer.
Well, what happened to the other guy?
Solving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case.
Yeah, he did mention he was here.
However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power
Because of our silly antics.
public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
Yay! That's
Huge!
No, I mean, yeah, it is huge, but sure.
The oratrice will now deliver the final verdict.
I keep pressing. See, the sound button is also, after you press it, the same button as the huge button. So if I press it too fast, it'll just go huge instead. I mean, I guess I could switch it so the sound button is also the applause button, but I don't know how often I use the applause button.
According to the judgment of the oratrice,
He said the thing! He said the thing, everyone! We did it! We did it, chat! We did it! We did it! I knew we could do it! We did it! He said the words! He said the words! Woohoo! Yes!
According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale, Mr. Vacher.
Huge! Smashing!
The oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
All right, one more time.
Judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
It feels surreal to hear that in context. It feels like I'm listening to something I shouldn't be listening to. It's like, it's here. It's here. No, I don't have it saved. I don't have it on hand. I wouldn't know what it's from. I know it's context.
Guilty.
He said the thing. We now turn to the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
Good. It's what he deserves.
Okay.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
We can all go home.
Really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
We helped Navia bring the bad guy to
We can all go home.
so many innocent people in huh?
No?
Are you
Oh,
okay?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is he actually his uncle, or is it like a honorific?
See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well, now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama?
Well, yeah, I could go home now. Clap, clap. Hey. So, Navia, can I go to your place later? Please? Can I get a woman?
Please wait just one moment,
Uh.
Mr. Tartaglia.
Oh,
What now?
come on. I've got babes to find, man. That's not cool.
According to court protocol, since this trial was
I thought he was gonna say Oratrice again.
you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Ah, bollocks, man. Gonna take off now. No worries. Thank you for stopping by and hearing the legendary quote in its original context. All right, I accidentally pressed the button.
Come on. Is this really necessary?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right?
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the oratrice mechanism.
He said the thing again!
We now turn to the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. According to the judgment of the
he said it again! He said it a third time!
According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale, guilty.
Wait, what? Why is he guilty? Guilty of what?
Hey, that's not funny. Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent?
That doesn't make sense.
Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The
That shouldn't have happened.
verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui harbinger?
That doesn't make
Do you
sense.
think the oratrice might have just convicted
We
you?
just did a whole thing.
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the
The judgment of the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
He said the thing one more time.
The final verdict of the court.
Are you sure?
We must accept the guilty verdict. Guards, please take the suspect into
That doesn't make sense, though. Nah, I'm gonna beat some people up and take some women.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules.
I've got mine.
Well, I've got mine too.
Huh? Oh.
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Dang, just one hit smack. Oh no, he got bruised there. But let's give it up for Nouvelette for that. We love to see it.
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the
By the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale.
The oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court. All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it.
Whoa, hold on.
I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
Whoa.
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create the
Oh,
oratrice
hold
herself?
on. Hey, Archon, if you made this,
reliable or not?
is this supposed to be truthful? Hold on. Let them cook. Let them talk. Let them talk.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
However, given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance. With
Sure.
every action meant to stir up drama and excitement. And, of course, for every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment!
So you're saying that he is guilty.
Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case. It is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable!
Gotta say, Amber's voice actress is a freaking plus.
All shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict. Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on the performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your
I don't feel bad for him at all.
After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
Tragedy repeats itself. Oh, hi. Oh, these two probably do not want to be looking at each other. But the quest isn't over yet, so let me take one more break and then we'll see the end of this chapter. And then maybe we'll do some wishing, what do you say? Anyway, I'm gonna BRB one more time. Goodbye. And then just leave. Can I hookshot the tree? Wait, I'm invisible. Oh no, I'm small. Can I hookshot trees? This is a deep, deep focus on a rock. Whoa! This is the coolest rock in the world. Oh. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. Hey. Dude. He's programmed to just do that every time. Oh. Okay. That's pretty silly. He's like, no, please don't touch me, please. I got out my gambling. I need it. Just $1 more. $1 more! Get away from me! Okay, fine. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. Hey. Dude. He's programmed to just do that every time. Oh. Okay. That's pretty silly. He's like, no, please don't touch me, please. I got out my gambling. I need it. Just $1 more. $1 more! Get away from me! Okay, fine. Link, it's time to do your exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We did it, yeah! Ah, yeah, good job, Link. Make sure to do your jumping exercises at least 2 times a week. It's good for a growing boy, a growing Link. Very good stuff to do. And we are back. What do you have to say, Mr. Nouvlet?
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette! That power you showed when you took him down. Who are you really?
I'm the Chief Justice of Fontaine, of course. If officers of the law lack the strength and capability to enforce it, that it makes a mockery of justice.
Sure, you're not like a dragon or anything. Sure, that's what you say. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, it's him.
What are you doing? Quick, stop him!
He just starts running.
Traveler! Hey, traveler!
Who are you? You're nothing to me.
Marcel, what are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest. Cease, or we'll ask.
Grab him! Don't just stand next to him. Grab him!
No, wait. I just want to ask the traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vacher?
In the fountain.
I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been.
I did meet her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could
It was
that
around
be
the fountain.
Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time.
What? Given it.
I might agree.
Yeah, why not?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs? Very well.
Your Honor, I fear that.
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, he literally was just right here, huh? But only I could hear him. Her. I was the only one who heard her. Yeah, it was around here. Also, hi, Tomato. Tomato's part of this quest too.
What do I need to do to see it?
Oh, I drank the water.
And even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing.
Vacher.
Ah,
Yes, that's it.
Vinier, it's me. It's me, Vacher.
Vacher. Vacher.
I'm here. I'm here. Where are you, Vinier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Hey,
Wait, be careful about that water. Cutscene time?
Is that
Whoa.
you? It's me, Vacher. Vinier.
Vacher. Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vacher, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
Jeez.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown
Sheesh.
old and
That's
died
harsh.
with nothing but the
Man, if you thought... Man, if you're a guy and you think you had it bad, think of Vacher. Woo!
It's all because of your selfishness, Vacher. It's all
That, I guess that kind of makes me feel a little better about my problems. At least I wasn't this guy.
are not Vignier. Who are you?
Wait, really? Oh.
You're right. I am not Vignier. I am the sacrifices.
Oh, you're all the people he killed.
Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea. And we were no longer individuals.
That's what water is.
One. Just a stream.
So are they gonna just unalive him?
I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignier.
Why? But then, where is Vignier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her
Jeez.
consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vignier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignier's,
So she was watching this whole time.
hatred for you.
Also, I guess I'm watching too. So this was all their plan.
Yeah. She can't hate me. Let me see her. Please. Have mercy.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you.
It really shows how all the bad people in the world are just old men, obsessed old men.
She knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you. Vache. Vache?
Oh, jeez. Jeez. He lost his soul. Wow. Several days later. Jeez. That's dark as heck. Goodness. Were we watching this whole time? Or was this just... Are we just living our life in ignorance? There's probably gonna be... It's so sad that he lost his soul. It's so sad that the guy we've been trying to find this whole time lost his soul after getting drowned by all the people he drowned. Anyway, back to shopping.
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
It's rainy. Oh.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, thank you for the bow.
It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon.
Ooh, bacon? Where?
Treasure having a partner like me.
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days.
Good that you're feeling happier now.
Since the trial.
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the court since then. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father.
Oh.
We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that...
Do we have to go to that? This is like gonna be another 20-minute cutscene.
Everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
Even Nouvelette?
So his name's definitely been cleared now.
Good to know.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago. Oh, by the way, I ran into
All right, her.
I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte?
Everyone knows Charlotte.
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, She was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness. Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now her wish has finally come true too.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sounded really cool.
Thank you.
Now that's another thing going forward too. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh,
We do?
and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Oh, you're dating?
Are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vachey's headquarters, Clarand gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank
Well,
her.
it's good that you're
I mean,
making
there's
amends.
also no point in being awkward all the time.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clarend wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to
Doesn't really do that much, though. Besides beat up people.
Now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh,
There's still questions,
actually,
though.
There's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Oh, I need to come to one more cutscene.
Yeah, you're...
Alright, one more cutscene. One more. That's like they're gonna make me come to this grave thing, right? Yeah, of course they are.
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already.
Is it Clarand or Nouvelette?
That figure. It can't be. Isn't that Nouvelette?
Oh, it's Nouvelette.
Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? No?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Nouvelette. In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway?
You should know. It's your job.
I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days.
Oh.
That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but Pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver. One of my guys.
One of my guys.
Sorry about that.
I'm still learning this emotions thing.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
So Navia and Nervalet
That's good.
as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done. Paimon's never paid respect since
Oh, we have. What is he doing? Just watching up there, like, man. It's literally just like the man meme. Man.
Around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit?
Where is he? Hold on. Hold on, hide. Man. Also, Manny, welcome in. Did you get to finish Nikki? Yeah, we're more or less caught up with the main-ish story, but I have to do a whole bunch of side stuff before I can continue it. But welcome in. We're finishing up this epic story, though. Anyway.
I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
There's like a 30 bajillion questions.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
So you probably don't know anything about my sibling, but about water.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea.
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from
there's
the
a
sea we know
Maculae up there.
Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea.
You
could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Nervalet. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws.
Tevat truly has its own laws.
The people of this land. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
What's this thing about a prophecy?
That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good. Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
That's right! It was Lenny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she...
Smashing! Prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon? Wow. This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
Two parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs. Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously.
Really?
Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence.
She's been
from
doing
across Tanakh for
research?
this purpose.
Really?
If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask?
Just like, yeah, I'm not gonna entertain that question.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
Huh? But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Huh. So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own.
Rip June, this isn't the time. Sorry.
I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though. The time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede. If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the...
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Is there anything else you...
You probably don't have anything about my sibling.
Another blonde-haired traveler.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, bro.
If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter. Is there any...
That's it.
Very well. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off.
That sounds like a Spider-Man quip.
As well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right. You've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Suspicious. Oh, and that's act done.
You know, we've been walking around for a while.
Paimon, we haven't walked at all.
Go back to the Spina di Rosula base in the court of Fontaine and have a rest. Navia said something about having a place ready for us there.
She did? Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Well, that's one impeccable story solved. So I don't think we have time to do the whole other Act 3. That would take quite a while. I could probably touch it just to like start it, but not to do the entire thing. That took 2.5 hours. But I do want to at least do those reputation quests because I am behind on those. Just snag this. Yeah. Good job. Okay. But I want to get this one, which is all the way down here. Because I really want my reputation quests. Because I want to get the treasure compasses and the whatchamacallit, the crystal fly grabber. This is where the Steambird is? I thought it was smaller. You're here to interview for the troubleshooter position. I am? Commissions. Oh, thank goodness. All right. Give me my money. Level 2. can claim these. But I want to get, is it this one? Where is it? One of these. This one, level 3. If I can get to level 3, that would be awesome possum. Oh yeah, we're still talking to you. Your interview was complete before you even arrived. Okay, let's do these real quick. You too.
Order guide.
Hard-hitting exclusive. Feeling lucky. A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Yeah. Feeling lucky. Next customer.
Okay, next one. Ooh, crap, hold on. Over here. Man, Fontaine just has so good music. There's a sense of peacefulness. Even though it's a very dark region, as you can see.
Feeling lucky. Delicate as silk. Say cheese.
Order guide.
Lend me a hand.
Solidify.
This one's got your name on it. A proper send-off from the Spina with love. Umbrella warfare, I guess. Hiya!
Stabilize.
Okay, and then there's one more. Oh, also, I think we can open this one. Yeah. Since Lenny's not really doing anything right now. But we gotta finish Act 4 to do all these other ones. Goodness. Not even Act 3. Boop, boop, boop.
Gather.
Hold that pose.
Oops.
Smile.
No, I don't have the camera equipped. I don't know why it's doing this.
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
This is order.
Hey there.
Okay, and then I could go back here. Okay, this one. Yeah. This one is immune to cryo, I believe, so I can just use someone else. Which is also kind of a Fontaine team. Yeah, I could. You know what I could do? I could switch you for... Where is she? You.
All right, team, let's move it out.
And then I don't have any Fontaine Electro characters.
The threads of your fate lie in my hair.
But this works. Where are they?
A little ambiance. Oh, by royal decree. Ah! You asked for it. Belongs to us.
Cool. Because I do have Chevreuse in my team now. She just needs to get to level 90. Wait, Ron teleport point over here. But she did take a bit of damage. Yeah, I can do 2 more. Immune to this. The only thing is I don't get a shield anymore. Come on.
Witness my rise. Final warning. Justice will prevail.
Easy. One more. Oh, well, I just can't use Emily here. That's fine, I don't really need her. She's just there for moral support. Because just these 3 alone, Arlie, Chevreuse, and Fischl are more than enough. Where am I going? This way? No, I'm going this way. They're having a little chat over there. Huh? I don't know who that is. Sorry. I guess I was just stuck in some sort of a cutscene. It's not you.
Stop right there.
That should be enough for this, huh? I kind of want to do some wishes now. After we get this little thing. Level 3. Crystal Fly Trap. After you place it, it'll take some time and you'll be able to get crystal cores. So let's put it next to here. Not that I really need crystal cores, but it would be cool to have. Also, I am due for this thing. So let me just put, I don't know, a ton of these in here. Okay, where is that gadget? This thing. Deploy! 300 energy, so I can put in all these rocks. Oh, just 30 of these? Okay. So how long does it take? Like a week? 15 days? I'm not sure. But eventually they'll be here. I just need to remember it's right there. Other than that, I think it's time to wish. Because I am extremely close to C6 Chevreuse. And I'm also very close to C6 Lanyan too. Or Lanyan. Where is she? Somewhere around here. Yeah. So if I could get both of these, because since the banner ends literally tomorrow, that'll be really cool. But since I've already got what I need from Arlie, I've been kind of going for Claron. I don't think I'll get her, but it would be fun if I did. Because I'm nowhere near a hard pity. I wanted to just use what I got. Nothing, of course not, because this game hates me. What if I do one of these? Because I just need a 5-star for... Or not a 5-star, a 4-star. That was not what I freaking meant. I meant I needed a 4-star pull. I don't know how to say things. I just needed enough for these, but okay, sure. Hold on, let me claim 3 of these. Oh yeah, I am unlucky when it comes to 4 stars lately. Oh, never mind, there's one. Chevreuse? That is a book. Okay. And one more. I hate having to use all these, but I'm just super dang curious. Oh, Candace. I'm not getting any doubles though. Purple? That's not purple. And is there anything else I can do? Not really anything else I can do to like acclaim a bunch of them. But I'm gonna try and go for it in these last few days. Might need a swipe. Ugh. Not happy about that one. But I'm like so dang close. Also, I guess I have another freaking 5-star bow that I don't need. I've got 3 of these now. I don't even use this many bow characters. They're just sitting here. I'd rather get like another blade or literally anything else. I don't even know if that was an early weapon or not. I legit don't know. Alright. But I think that's a good place to stop, all things considered, even though I still did not get who I was looking for. But that means next 4-star should be one of them. Or can I? Maybe I might be able to drop off some stuff here. I need one more somewhere, and that'll give me 40 more. 60 more. How many do I have right now? No, I need another 60. Still really good, though. Anyhow, that's gonna be it for today. Pew! My leg! Well, that's gonna be it for today. That's another Fontaine journey, so let's call it there. I don't know if anyone's on to raid, and I have not figured out when next stream will be, but it will probably be pretty soon, presumably. I don't know. But anyway, I think I'll just end it here. I'm starving. I've been slowly snacking, but I'm still hungry. So thank you all so much for joining me today, and I will see you all in the future. I don't know when the next day it will be, but I gotta eat something. Good night, y'all. It's only magic. Isn't it amazing when you know? Every second that you see is 60 connected pieces. Thank you for coming. Thank you for